Just a quick note, if you enjoy my content, please consider subscribing and liking the video. This is by far my largest project I've ever done. Just leaving a like is the easiest way you can support me, and I really appreciate you guys. I'm having a lot of fun making it, and I hope you guys enjoy episode 2. Thank you. The homo sheltering in had a stash of weapons. There must be people out there, and that distress call on the radio only proves it. With news of the outbreak spreading to hundreds of thousands more, there's surely to be an increased amount of roamers on the streets. With anecdotal evidence that a very small minority of people may be immune to the virus, only time will tell what will happen. My first main objective is to make the surrounding area as safe as possible. Security is my top priority. While driving on July 18th, the constant reek of rotten corpses gave me an idea. I could employ cheap cars to do the killing for me. The sun has risen on a new day, and it was back to collecting fresh food and what seemed to be endless head bashing. No matter where I went, there seemed to be more that would come, but nonetheless, I continued searching for fresh food and signs of survivors. At this point in my journey, I had racked up a good amount of skills. Oh my goodness. Once again, for what seemed like forever now, I would be sleeping in the bed of a stranger's home. Then waking up and bashing more heads into mush. I'd cleared the surrounding horde that chased me in episode 1, but there was still a lot more work to be done. Whilst walking back to my car, I had a quick smoke break on the way there. I got in my car and headed to the supermarket that I'd stashed my red Jeep at. He broke my fucking window! This was gonna be my home! I just broke my window! Ow! Ah! Before the window set started mysteriously breaking, I wanted the supermarket to be an outpost to the burger shack. I would soon learn that I have limitations. I would just be unable to control the entirety of the supermarket. God damn it, I don't have vitamins. Die, you invincible zombie! Any more? This is even worth fighting. Jesus Christ, start the car! Start the car! Start! I narrowly managed to escape, but my leg injury is still not healed. I headed to a safe house. With my leg injury came a major limp that yielded me unable to fight. With my life on the line, I ditched the car and made the decision to run. I would end up back at the grocery store where I knew was safe. On the 20th, sleeping on the ground wasn't much of an upgrade from a comfortable bed. I didn't get much sleep last night.
We wait.
So I wanted the 20th to be a day that I can rest and recover. On the 21st, I was back at it, killing anything that moved. I found a news van that was in pretty good condition, as well as a patrol car that was parked next to it. I got it. Oh, I got it. Hell yeah. I drove both the van and the patrol car back to my safe house. By the end of the exhausting day bashing heads, the military decided to drop some supplies to any survivors in the area. The entirety of the 22nd was spent going through any freezers, collecting meat, cheese, milk, whatever fresh food I could possibly find. All before the fog set in. With the fog came a lack of visibility and a possibility for ambush. back home now with my new van and patrol car. I made multiple trips to get all the fresh food into my freezers before it spoiled. I arrive at where this entire journey began. I wanted to get this trailer since day one, and now that I've been established, I'm able to actually take it. I doubt the old owners will mind if I take it since the world has gone to shit. With my body just about ready to shut down around noon, I fill up my water with toilet water and head to bed for a quick nap. After a surprisingly energizing nap, I go on a hunt for a generator. However, it wouldn't take long because I remember seeing one back in episode 1 near these garages. It took me all night to get this generator back on, leading the 22nd to bleed into the 23rd. But now, at least I was prepared when the power would go out. Yay! Finally. In the morning, I washed all the blood off me from last night and headed out for the day to collect furniture for my brand new home, the Burger Shack. On my drive, I came across a hospital. Although it was small, there was a camo vehicle parked just in the adjacent house, which gave me a similar idea from a couple of days prior. I wasn't gonna plan on using this vehicle, so why not paint the streets with it? Managing to get back home safe, I parked the camo vehicle in front of my windows to protect them, fueling my red Jeep with gas, and went to bed planning to collect more furniture tomorrow. On the 24th, the next plan was to clear westward, look for any more furniture, and I noticed that I was losing a lot of weight from all the fighting I was doing. I would need to find some high-calorie snacks in order to sustain myself. I picked up a metal shelf on the way to the grocery store, headed west and replaced my red Jeep with a brand new blue one. It was in much better condition. I made it to the convenience store and began clearing it. Here's an overview of my character thus far. Once again pushing the limits of my consciousness, one day bled into another. With how screwed up my sleeping schedule has gotten, staying up all night moving food to my freezers was not helping. I slept through the afternoon and spent the rest of the day organizing my home. In order to protect the shack, I needed to have spots I could defend from. But for now, collecting planks and at least protecting my windows would be all I can do for now. Building would be a long-term investment that wasn't currently a priority. That didn't mean I can't make it as safe as possible. I built small water collectors for now, which would be replaced with larger ones later on. The last thing I did on the 26th was train my metalworking skill, with some of the food stands that I'll have to remove anyway. The entirety of the 27th was spent training my tailoring and more base organization. The next day rolled around, and for whatever reason, I thought it would be a good idea to venture out south, completely exhausted. Although this was dumb, I would only be driving south to find out what lays ahead. I felt safe enough in what you can call a metal coffin. Quickly realizing I would not be able to fend anything off, I rushed back to the safety of my vehicle. I came across what could possibly be the horde that the radio survivor was speaking of. Oh god. By noon, I was back on my side of town and in a restaurant, finding a trailer that I could bring home in order to block my windows. I had still been losing weight, and all the food that I was eating was not helping. The next morning, I put the trailer in front of the window and realized that I still needed a steady supply of gas in order to sustain my generator. I headed to the gas station and began bashing heads. Clearing the completely overrun gas station was much harder than I first thought. I took shelter in the nearest bathroom, hoping that they didn't break down the doors and maul me alive. I coughed to lure some of them away and got out safe and sound, driving straight home for a well-deserved rest. Angry because of my failure to clear the gas station of the dead, I decide to let the area cool off for now and head out to blow some steam. By the end of the unfulfilling day, I went to bed and got woken up by the helicopter passing by. This helicopter had generated a lot of noise, and I was worried that the horde from the gas station would head towards my direction. I made sure to check in every direction to clear everything, and I didn't realize that my window got broken through.